So we return here to round 5 action from Friday Night Magic at Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. My name, as always, is Zachary Evans. I'll be joined shortly by Brandon Hodge, who stepped out just for a second. And here we have the round 5, the final round of Swiss matchup, featuring 2 players with 3 wins. I stand corrected. We've got Michael Taylor playing Mono Red. He's on 3 wins at 3-1, and Brandon Hart, his opponent, playing Jund, is on the 2-1-1 bracket. So the winner of this match it definitely makes it into the top 8. The loser, if it's Brandon, is probably going to be in a rough spot. But Michael, even at 3-2, might sneak into the top, as we only had 24 runners tonight. So if you're watching this at home and you should have been here playing FNM, make sure you come out next week so we can get back up to our regular levels of attendance. So Brandon Hart on the left playing Jund, and then on the right, Michael Taylor playing a Boros Reckoner-based mono red deck. So nothing too tricky about this matchup. Michael's just going to play aggressive guys, Legion Loyalists, Stromkirk Noble, Ash Zealots, Lightning Maulers, into a top end of Hell Riders and Boros Reckoners.
Do you run Thundermaw?
I don't think he does. Brandon Hart runs Thundermaw, though, because he's playing Jund. So he's going to have a ton of removal. He's going to have green for Farseeks to fix his mana, as well as the ever-important and ever-present Thragtusk.
I really hate that magic.
I don't hate the card in and of itself.
No, I hate the card.
Yeah, I might too.
I hate what it does. I hate that it exists.
Yeah, well, of course, we're biased because we are mono red guys, but actually, I think we're more than mono red guys. I think we're just goblins guys.
Yes.
I like a goblin guide. You were playing goblin. We were both playing goblins at the same time. You were just down in Huntington, and I was up here, wreaking havoc with turn 1 goblin guide. I've played a lot of combo in Legacy. I've killed a lot of people with hive minds and packs, but I've never felt as dirty playing Magic as turn 1 Goblin Guide, turn 2 Goblin Guide, Goblin Guide. It is the dirtiest, it's the greatest, and it's the greatest thing you can do, and the dirtiest feeling you will ever have.
You're so excited, but then you want to go home and take a shower.
You're like, no one feels good about it. No one's going to have fun with this.
Yeah. I don't know. I was a big fan of turn 1 Memnite, Kadoltha Rebirth.
Turn
2 Bushwhacker.
Yes, that's also very good. I have a deck built on Cockatrice, a Kadoltha Rebirth deck. It just can't beat there's some decks it can't beat. Red Green Tron being the predominant one that plays 4 main deck Pyroclasms.
Right.
But you get to play Shrapnel Blast, which makes grenades and Shrapnel Blast in that deck.
Yep.
It comes out of nowhere. That, of course, all irrelevant. So we're going to see rock, paper, scissors to start our feature match like we always start our feature match. Michael Taylor starting off strong with Scissors Lizard.
Now, you have to think that Brandon Hart's going to absolutely go.
So Brandon sees that he's weak to Rock Lobster.
You're going to have to get Paper Dragon.
A bad misplay from Brandon going with Paper Tiger. So, of course, if you want to win your own playset of those cards, we give them away every single week. Head over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, or if you just go to ZachSellsMagic.com, it will redirect you there. Remember that the Zach is spelled with an H, or just click the like button at the bottom of the page, and that will send you to the page as well. And while you're down there clicking that button, might as well click the Twitter and YouTube buttons as well.
I mean, there's really no reason not to. Scissors Lizard, that's right.
Scissors Lizard. It's very hard to say.
It's so much fun to say, though.
Paper Tiger is my favorite one to say because it's very easy.
See, I like saying Scissors Lizard. Because, like, even if you mess it up, you may not have. Who knows?
No one will know. So, Michael winning the rock, paper, scissors here. Looks like he's mulling over this 7. Looks like it's very close. I cannot see the 7. And he's sending it back. Would have been interesting to see what he was thinking about. Looks like Brandon's keeping his opener. I think I see an Abrupt Decay, which is a very good card in this matchup. Not only does it answer... Nope, that's a Farseek. I know he's playing Decays, but Abrupt Decay, not only does it answer specifically Boros Reckoner without taking any damage, but it also is just a 2-mana reactive spell that can slow the game down. Question in the chat about whether the upcoming Star City Games Invitational Qualifier will be held at the store or somewhere else. It will be held here at the store. We can accommodate up to 60 players with the game space that we have. So it will be here locally.
How great would it be, nice weather, and we get to put tables outside?
Well, it is going to be March 30th, so we're drawing a little slim on that.
Today was 62 degrees on the way home.
True.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see on that, but there is ample gaming space inside for up to 60. I would love a situation in which we have enough people that we have to break out extra tables and find spots to fill them in. But that will be here. If you want the address for the store, the phone number for the store, and the website are all listed on the invite, which is on our Facebook page. You can also go to Lost Legion's Facebook page as well. Or you can just contact me directly and I'll send you all the information you want. But we definitely welcome anyone who's coming. And I'm telling you, if you're coming down for that event, and remember, qualification for the $250 if you win, and qualification for the invitational is very lucrative. Yep. I mean, obviously you have to slog through, what's going to be a formidable field, because our local players are going to be here, and they obviously, as you've been watching on the stream, we do have some good players here. But I mean, it's not an inconsequential. You're playing for cash. Yep. You're not playing for packs. And then, of course, there's going to be a sizable product as well. And if you're coming, what I want to say is, fill the car up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just bring everybody. What's going on?
Burn on Max. You have good players and Max.
Oh, a sick burn on Max.
Sick burn.
But
Bazinga.
That is, of course, joke of the night to Evilbeard, but I feel a little bit bad because poor Max, unable to attend tonight due to food poisoning. So hopefully he was watching on the stream earlier. Looks like he's headed off to bed, so hopefully he's feeling better.
Okay,
so we
back
see
to the game of Magic.
Yeah, Michael kept the 6, went with
turn. So good.
He's playing main deck.
So good.
Playing in main deck. Volcanic
Of course he is. It's so good.
On turn 3, he's going to be attacking.
And guess what Brand Hart has in play?
A mountain.
A mountain.
So he's going to be attacking on turn 3 with a 4/4 unblockable Stromkirk Noble. So Brandon's going to really hope he has a Dreadbore, Mizium Mortars. Yeah.
17.
Yeah. They'll figure it out. So he's at 15 now, right? So you got a Mortars here. Or, I mean, you can do something about that card.
Searing Spear.
No,
oh, wait a minute. It's not good enough.
Searing Spear is
Volcanic Strength is so good.
Yeah, I guess you could...
that could be my favorite
Ultimate Price can be good here. Ash Zealot? Lightning Mauler? Do you pair it is the question. If you don't pair it, it seems...
You don't pair it.
Yeah, so that is the one answer at instant speed, the Ultimate Price.
Yeah.
So,
which the untapped Blood Crypt no play kind of gave that away.
Yes. Turn to Farseek?
Which is why I think even if Michael Teller had Ash Zealot, you don't play it there.
No, I play Ash Zealot there. The Lightning Mauler I would have... I mean, I don't know if I would have paired it there. I mean, if you have a Reckoner, I would just play it on 3 and then attack in.
I really don't think it matters if you pair it or not, because regardless, that Stromkirk Noble is catching that ultimate price regardless.
Yeah.
So even if you pair it, it gets killed, you can just pair it again.
Yes. As we see another Lightning Mauler come down, allow Michael to get in for another 4. More importantly, Brandon missing his 3rd land drop naturally. He had to Farseek into that 3rd land. That's the problem with these Jund decks, is that they keep the 2-land Farseek hand and think it's going to be good enough. And it is sometimes, but against the mono red deck, God forbid you miss, because they're not going to give you a break. So we see Liliana come down, makes Michael sack a dude. We see the largest counter in the world, the little flyer I have for the stream. So, Lightning Mauler.
Oh, is it Reckless Wave?
Yeah, no, that's Pyreheart Wolf.
Okay.
We do see an awkward after combat Pyreheart Wolf come in. I think I would have paired it, attacked the Mauler with the Mauler to Brandon, and killed Liliana with the Wolf. So interesting to see if Michael has something in his hand, which he wants to pair with the Wolf. or with the lightning mauler. So you serve in here for 3 because you cannot block as the Pyreheart Wolf's ability triggers. So it should be 3 damage to Brandon, dropping him to 8. Ignore the life tracker because they've both decided to ignore it. I'll go out there after the first game and remind them. Both these guys are old salt at this. They should. They can't.
Yeah, that doesn't work, Brandon.
That is how that works. He got there. So Brandon drops down to 8. Michael with 3 cards in his hand. 3 mountains on board. He didn't play a land this turn, so his whole hand is gas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a tough spot for Brandon. He needs a Thragtusk here in the most desperate of ways. Of course, the Thragtusk will help him gain life, put him back up to 13, but he still won't be able to block because he'll have to tap his Arbor Elf for it. Of course, I'm assuming that because he hasn't immediately played a 5th land, but maybe I'm missing something.
Right.
So there's a question in chat about, or at least someone's mentioning that the stream keeps pausing. I don't know. That might be a problem on your end because we're getting a good signal here, and it looks like our stream is pretty live. So
139.
yeah, we're getting up to our usual numbers now that everyone is coming back from their own FNM. So is this the 3rd Farseek that Brandon's cast?
I believe it's the 2nd. No, that is the 3rd.
He hit the life total tracker with his finger, but still did not notice that it exists. Remind me after this round to go out there and get it and plug it.
I'll do it.
No, I need to, after the game is over, I need to plug it back in because it's not going to make, the poor little thing can't make it through the whole FNM. Oh, there is Max. I'm reading the wrong lines in the chat, it seems. That's what I'm being accused of. Evilbeard is now talking with Max about waffles and pancakes.
And Nerf guns.
So Michael plays a 4th land. Two cards in hand. Didn't he have 3 cards in his hand last turn? Oh, he skull-cracked Brandon. That's why. So Abrupt Decay kills the Persist on Pyreheart, or eats the Undying part of the Pyreheart Wolf. Why did he not pair it with the Lightning Mauler?
That seems.
Oh, I just heard him say that he's so dumb because that was just a mistake on his part, he said. So, a small mistake from Michael gives Brandon the opportunity.
That's a big mistake.
Well, I'm trying to be tactful. I'm trying to give him the out there.
Because Thragtusk is devastating.
Yeah, but I mean, he still does have a 2/2 that has to be blocked by 2 creatures, so it's clear that the Thragtusk has to come off the top of the deck for Brandon. Because he hasn't played it at this point. He's had 5 mana for 2 turns now.
Abrupt Decay. He's maybe waiting on Abrupt Decay. No, I think you still slam it down just in case you burn it.
Murder. Murder is a card that these gen decks have to play now because it's one of the few unqualified removal spells. So we see a Stone Right.
Oh, no way we see a Stone Right pump 4 with fire breathing the wind.
It is
so good.
It is lethal. There is Olivia, and it's going to kill the Stone Right. Mizzy Mortars. Going to kill the Stone Right in response, so.
Sure.
So Michael killing himself because, I'm sure, is this a bonfire off the top? Obviously it is because...
You're only going to play it if you just have nothing in hand.
Well, I mean, I guess, but there's so many sequences of cards that you just lose to here. I guess if you have nothing to add to the board that could potentially get in front of something, then you would just cast it here. for the 5 damage. But I mean, Michael's at 20.
Yeah, I just don't.
Half his deck has haste. You know what I mean? I don't know what's in his hand, but I don't cast that if I have anything that sticks on the board.
Yeah,
Why were you? Oh, okay. That doesn't seem like a. Down to 2.
Another Skulker.
Down
See,
to 2.
I felt he had Thragtusk.
Down to 2. Burn. Oh! So he's still within burn range.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
One card in hand.
Had the Thragtusk in hand and was holding it to kill for the kill spell. Risky.
One card in Michael's hand. At this point, I guess it's a land. Thundermaw Hellkite.
Seems good. Swing 10.
Puts Michael on a 1-turn clock. He's going to attack for... Well, no, I mean, I guess it depends if you have a removal spell, because you might leave one of them back. Why don't you attack with one of them? You have to attack with one of them. He just gave him an extra draw step.
Well, obviously, it's land in Michael's hand.
Yes.
Any other card in his deck gets Windmill Slam there.
Well, he's drawn nothing but lands and had lands in his hand forever. So there's another Thundermaw. If he'd attacked last turn, he would have killed him.
0.5 clock. Why is there a poop?
It's a poop token.
Poop just come into play. Poop just happened. Why is Brandon not attacking? Is he just trying to get that one ultimate 20 swing?
I don't know. He can kill him with Bonfire here, can't he? A land and Bonfire kills him. So he can attack for 15 and then Bonfire for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. I don't understand.
I don't get this line of play.
I mean, it's fine in the sense that you're playing around absolutely all of the creatures. But
when you have 3/5 powers, get one of them in there. He's not going to be able to play 2 haste creatures.
Yep.
If he could, he would have already played.
Yeah. Volcanic Strength. Then, of course, the old Game 1 handshake, right? And so the missed Pyreheart pairing with the Lightning Mauler comes back to bite Michael because his opponent dies at exactly 2 life. Or it lives at exactly 2 life. So, yeah. Brandon had to get pretty fortunate there that the top of Michael's deck served up 3 straight lands, but such are the perils of running the mono red deck.
Yep.
So we mentioned it before. I'm mentioning it several times tonight, and I don't feel bad about it, because if you enjoy the stream and have enjoyed it in the past, then the best way you can help us out, not only is liking all our various forms of social media, but if you're a convenient 2 or 3 hour or within a 2 or 3 hour driving radius from Charleston, West Virginia, make sure you head on out to our StarCityGames.com Invitational Qualifier to be held on Saturday, March 30th here at the store, with an 11 a.m. registration and 12 noon start time, $25 standard tournament, with the winner getting $250 cash and an entry into their choice of Star City Games Invitationals, 4 of which will be held in 2013. The address and the phone number for the store are there. It will be held here at the store, LostLegionGames.com for more information, or head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, as I will constantly be reminding you about this for the next 4 or 5 weeks, because it is something that's very beneficial to the store. It's a great chance to come down here and meet us and play some top-tier competitive Magic. And if you can't make the trip, or you do live in Europe, make sure you watch all the live coverage.
We know how I feel about
Twitch.tv/ZachSellsMagic. If you're watching live, you obviously know where it is, but make sure you click that follow button above and to the left of the video screen, so you'll be subscribed to our channel, and you'll receive an email notification whenever our stream goes live. $250 cash to the winner, but there are prize packs that you see listed. Those, of course, are minimums, guarantees. There could be an additional prize support based on the number of attendance. So the more people you bring with you, the better the payout is for the winners. And the top 8 also get exclusive Star City playmats, points that help you to qualify for the invitational manually, as well as a top 8 pin. And also door prizes. The guys here at Lost Legion are very good when they run these events. They always make sure they purchase extra door prizes, so there'll be deck boxes, dice, card sleeves, playmats and stuff that they just give out randomly to anyone who participates. So it's a great excuse to take a small road trip, come out to the store, and support. I'm not necessarily saying you drive all the way from, 8-9 hours away.
Right.
But if you're with you're requesting people fly from international destinations. So I can only imagine that if you're expecting people to come from those places, it's a given that people are going to make the 8-hour drive.
Here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do I naturally expect anybody to come across this ocean?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I think they should come. I think they should play an invitational qualifier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If the first person that comes from Europe
Mm-hmm.
and flies over here,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay their entry fee.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Then they come and they win the invitational qualifier.
Yep.
Then they go on to win the invitational.
Mm-hmm.
I look like a genius.
You do look like a genius. Still very unlikely.
Well,
But
we're speaking in metaphorical terms at this point.
yeah, if you do plan on, if you want more information or you're thinking about making the trip, it should be a good event. It is a competitive level REL. It is a real tournament, with a decent multiplier. And like I said, the qualification for the Invitational is not an inconsequential prize. It's a very lucrative. And $250 cash spends pretty well in every state in this union.
Yeah, I don't know what job anybody would have to where they're like, I don't need $250.
I guess that would just be like...
My last name is not Rockefeller or Gates.
Or Gates, yes. But yeah, it should be a good time. And if you are considering coming down and want more information, just get in touch with me on the Facebook page, facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, and we'll make sure we hook you up with directions, information, if you want to stay over for whatever reason. And like I said, if anybody makes the trip down, wants to hang out after the fact, I'm sure we can show you a good time. So come on down. Starting to lose a little bit of steam here. Old man Evans, it's past 10 o'clock, so he's...
Old man Evans. He yells at kids for being on his yard.
I keep it now. That ball lands in my yard, I keep it now.
And to hell with your trick or treat. Get off my property.
I do have a neighbor whose dog likes to come over to my property. I do not care for that. Now, you, of course, know I have 3 dogs. I'm very much a dog person.
Of which is a pug, which,
Yes,
for
we
all
have-
of you that actually don't know, a pug is the greatest breed that's ever been.
100% of people commentating this live stream right now own pugs.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is I don't like my neighbor's dog to come over in my yard,
Yeah.
bark at my dogs, and take a poop. Which it often does.
That's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
There we go. Even more reason for somebody to come from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Fly from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Play in it. We'll give you a dog.
We'll give you
And
my
it will be
neighbor's dog.
Zach's neighbor's dog.
It will be Daisy the dachshund.
Oh,
She is a butthead.
That's so awful.
She's the worst dog. But to be fair, she is that way because, like, the people raise her to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's exactly like a spoiled teenage girl.
I believe my dog actually
Michael, mulling to 6 again on the play.
Mono red, though. I mean, it's okay.
We are losing a little bit of stream there. What's going on in the chat while Michael mulligans?
They are saying Black Labs are the best dogs, and that dog was coming up to deuce up your yard.
It was. What is 2,500 easy? I don't know.
I don't know.
Our boy Rainbow Dash saying that if you're coming to Sweden, it's worth connecting through Iceland and spending a day in Iceland, which I don't doubt because Iceland is gorgeous. But the chances of me going to Sweden anytime soon are virtually nil, because I am the most Scottish of people and do not like to spend money. I would like to go to Scandinavia though, because I've seen the movie Troll Hunter, and Norway is like the most beautiful place in the world. I can only imagine Sweden is also pretty nice. You can Google a picture of Stockholm. It's a very beautiful city right there on the water. Turn 1, a Rakdos Cackler, Unleashed. That's good for a 2-2. Brandon with his typical start of tapped Overgrown Tomb so that he can Farseek next turn. Turn 2, is it Ash Zealot? Is it Lightning Mauler? Is it Volcanic Strength? It's Volcanic Strength. Get in there for 4.
It's so good.
Get in there for 4.
I don't know why every deck is... I don't care if the deck
It goes
doesn't have
from
red.
being like questionable, like limited card to 4 of in top tier competitive deck. So no turn 2 Farseek from Brandon. So he's either has no action on 2 or is going to ultimate price this Rakdos Cackler. So we play a Rakdos Cackler. Now it looks like we're going to play a Lightning Mauler. paired with the Rakdos Cackler. So now if Brandon has Ultimate Price, he has to choose. Do I take the 2-for-1 and kill the 4 power, or do I shut off haste, which is the decision he's now paired with, because both of those are awful situations.
Yep. This is what I talked about earlier. The previous mono red decks obviously didn't want a mulligan. I think just the addition of simple things like Boros Charm, but Michael's mono red, but a lot of the new like red aggro decks have that little bit of range that mulligan's okay. Rakdos Cackler is a lot of 1-drop 2/2s. That's a big advantage in what red deck has that it didn't have previously.
So Brandon choosing to Abrupt Decay the unblockable Rakdos Cackler with Volcanic Strength on it seems fine. I mean, it's 6 and 1, half dozen the other. It is very interesting to me that I haven't played this deck enough to know, but that he is playing he's leaving the Volcanic Strengths in game 2. I know that.
Do you know why he's leaving them in?
Well, because Brandon has mountains, but also
they're so good.
Brandon has so much removal that you're always 2-for-1ing yourself.
Yep.
So another land untapped. Now we see a 3-drop. Bonfire for 1 clears out the board, and that just might be enough for Brandon to stabilize here. Is this a hell right? No. To be fair, Michael has drawn very poorly. Mulligan to 6 on the play in both games, and then drawn a fair amount of land.
You got to think he's got 2 lands, or like land Volcanic Strength, or 2 Volcanic Strength. And that I believe that Liliana's is going to lock this down for Brandon Hart.
Yep.
Michael's just going to burn the Liliana, which is not where he wants to be.
Well, he's going to Searing Spear twice. Yeah, the life total on the thing is incorrect, but Brandon is at 4 life. So there's so many cards. I mean, Michael's drawing very light. A Hell Rider off the top wins this game. Is he thinking about playing a shock land untapped?
If he is,
that's the worst thing you could ever do.
That is not a good idea.
Oh no, he had to discard from Liliana. Hell Rider.
Windmill.
Lightning Mauler.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't.
It's just going to... Well, I mean... No.
I guess you do play it because if you draw a 4-drop, then you have to be able to play, have both your creatures.
We're just going to sack it, yeah. Interact. I really hate that card.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Nothing against Brandon Hart for playing it, I understand, but it's not fun.
I'm just looking for game 3. Michael trolling us because he's should be at 9 life. And there's very little that Michael can draw at this point to get back in this game.
Yeah, that should be it.
Is it a Huntmaster? Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to 11.
And then it's going to flip. I mean, obviously he's banking on it flipping because Michael Taylor's very
Michael only draws lands. Poor guy. Mortars on the Huntmaster. Seems fine. It's very interesting that Michael's playing these mortars. I mean, it's obviously a good card, but it doesn't do any damage to your opponent.
Yeah, I don't like it this much.
So Wolf Run off the top is going to make this game end very quickly. So going to pump for 5 here, get in for 12, put Michael down to 3, and there's literally nothing Michael can draw. Theoretically, he could have saved. Well, no, the Huntmaster would have flipped and killed him anyway. But Hell Rider a little bit too late.
Too late.
So unfortunate series of draw steps there from Michael, although he did make that small player in the first game.
They did remind themselves of the life thing. Though.
Yeah, they got there eventually. Both games they eventually got there. I want to see if we can find another. We have 15 minutes.
Give me a check.
Yeah, just do a cursory check.
Sure.
So Brandon's going to step out and see if we can get another feature match on the stream for you. Again, this would be a perfect time while you're waiting for us to fire up another match to click those buttons at the bottom of the Twitch page. To like our Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for non-stop Magic the Gathering content and witty banter from yours truly. Up to 146 people, a high for the night, as people are starting to end their own FNMs and come back and check out the shenanigans of the folks here at Lost Legion. As always, a big thank you to everyone in the chat who has been watching for the duration of the broadcast, including those of you across the pond in Europe who are up very late at night checking us out. Always good to see you. For those of you just joining us, we had another awesome meme created for us by a dedicated stream viewer and chat participant Tindra. I will now find that in my in my downloads folder. I've been a cast member of 300 before, but apparently tonight I look like a young Dumbledore. So thanks to Tindra and Rainbow Dash in the chat for coming up with yet another hilarious internet meme at my expense. I am more than willing to participate. So if you want to check out, that's not the first. That is one of many that have been created and is now up on our Facebook page. What's going on?
No, we will not. The only one I knew that was 1 to 3 there at table 11.
Okay, so that's fine. So it looks like we are not going to have another feature match for this round, but congratulations to Brandon Hart. He moves to 3-1-1. He had a draw. And Michael Taylor moves to 3-2, but who knows? He might sneak in there. Looks like, as it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, 2 will make it. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4,
And why not him?
5, 6 matches vying for that. And as of right now, Michael Taylor's 3-2 had the highest tiebreakers going into that round. Of course, we are talking about tiebreakers at an FNM with 24 people in it, so some would question our sanity, but what are you going to do? So, welcome back to the Broom Closet. I am Zachary Evans. I am bespectacled tonight as I am having issues with my contact lenses. This, of course, is Brandon Hodge, and we are covering all the action that one can bear to watch from Friday Night Magic Standard. So we got about 13 minutes left in the round, so we've got some time to kill. What's going on in the chat? Anything? So let's talk a little bit about, of course, tomorrow. I can't believe I haven't mentioned it up until now. Tomorrow is Gate Crash Game Day. Of course.
Speaking of which, somebody's dedicating a performance to you.
Nice. So Spike Mode dedicating their performance tomorrow Game Day to myself and our Swedish contingent. Oh my goodness. So Evil Beard letting us know that apparently pro player Brad Nelson just tweeted that they already have 1,900 people registered for Grand Prix Charlotte tomorrow. So with a certain amount of influx in the morning, it could possibly be the large. I think the largest one was a European Grand Prix a couple years ago. That was 2,400. Yeah, come in. Heyo. We haven't seen you all night.
My deck's apparently slow.
Your deck is slow. You had a draw. And there's pretty good games there against Michael. Michael's very good at drawing land.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah, he did. I think the kids call it punt game 1.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
we're just talking about that the folks that we know that went to Grand Prix Charlotte are going to have to slog through a minimum of 1,900 players that are already registered. I think 2,400 or 2,500 is the record for that. So, but tomorrow is, of course, Game Day here at Lost Legion. If you're local, it's a 12 noon start, $5 entry free standard tournament, and the winner, I believe, gets a Game Day playmat, a Champions playmat, and it's just a normal standard tournament. So if you're in the area, make sure you come down and check that out. Before anyone asks, we will not be streaming that because I think I'm just having a. I hadn't planned on it, no, because I like to have Saturdays to myself. Anything else going on in the chat? I'm looking. I'm trying to come up with information. Max is leaving us because he's going to play League of Legends. Yeah, we're not.
Max is sick.
People, yeah, he woke up this morning. I think he said he had food poisoning or something like that. So obviously feeling a little bit better because he's up and around. But so he's resting up for Game Day tomorrow. So I will mention this, like a lot of people always like, why don't you do the drafts on Thursdays, or why don't you do the Modern or Legacy events we have on Wednesdays, or these other things on Saturday? There's a very simple reason that I don't do all of that. And, well, it's not even a life. I just like to not be here literally the entire week. Because we have Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and then a lot of times Saturday events. Like that is I don't understand. Sometimes people can't put that together. It's like, the same reason that you don't spend 4 days a week at your game store. Because it does take me about 45 minutes to get everything set up and running for the stream, and then about a half hour to break everything down, plus the half hour it takes me to get to and from the store from my home, plus the sanity that I lose by doing this, and then of course the time that I don't get to stay at home playing with my pug dog.
Right.
And that's,
Your other dog's kind of cool. Not
Robot?
as cool, but it's kinda cool.
Robot is the most cool, so if you're talking crap on Robot, then you need to get straight up out the broom closet.
It's not a bug, man. It's not as cute as a bug.
It's not about cute. He's very handsome. He's a dude, so he's handsome.
Cute dogs
He is
are
the
cute.
smartest dog in the world.
Which one is this? Are we talking about the pug?
No, the pug's name is Puzzle. She is stupid.
Whoa.
No, she's dumb.
She's ipso facto amazing because she's a pug.
Well, yeah, but
She's-
she's dumb. And she's the most needy animal in the world.
Yeah.
I also have a Corgi mix named Robot. He is the OG dog. He was the original. Robot came from he's an adult dog that came from the pound. So Robot he's lived a tough life on the streets.
He knows,
He is very appreciative of living in the house,
Yeah.
where we give him food and attention, and he can sleep on a
he's
couch.
from the old school.
Yeah, so he is the best dog in the world.
He's seen the mean streets.
He's also, he's lived a tough life. He's gotten he shaked a few guys in his day. He went to the pound, no big deal. He's done time. His pound name was Gus. I changed it to Robot because that's more awesome.
I have a full-blooded pug that has not seen the mean streets, has been with me since a puppy, and will fart you awake.
Yeah, our pug farts a lot too. Actually, my wife took my pug to the vet on Wednesday for annual checkup and received dog flatulence medicine because we're currently having a bit of a situation with the dog because it just farts all the time.
Yeah.
And as gross as it is and as funny as it is, it's not quite as funny the 19th time.
They want pictures of your dogs.
Pics of the dog? Alright, so pics of my dogs. I do not have any available currently.
Have you on your phone?
Yeah, I have some on my phone I'll show. But if you want more pics of my dogs, make sure to check out the recap post on our Facebook page, which I post the day after the event.
My dog's the cutest dog in the world.
Do you have a dachshund?
I have a miniature dachshund that weighs about 55 pounds.
So let's all go to our phone. Your dog, of course, your pug dog's named Gamma. I'm a big fan of Gamma.
Nice. This is not him, but that's a great picture. Like a tiny mouse.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We just all go to our
This is what we do. This is why people take
What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Dash.
Alright, here we go. Cutest picture. I'm going to warn yourself. For our very masculine viewers, obviously, you will be unfazed by this. But
No, you won't.
if you're in touch with your feminine side, prepare for this. It's the cutest thing in the world.
Boom.
Look at those little guys.
That's
They're
awesome.
being friends and they're just cuddling each other on the couch.
I will shoot. Okay.
Puzzle and Robot, but I do have another dog. There is a third dog.
He's very inactive.
Well, that's a girl. So,
What's her?
minus 10 points. Uh-oh.
Watch your mouth.
Watch out.
Two turtles.
Pug in action. Look at that. Upside down.
All right.
Sleepy pug.
All right. Is it my turn?
All right.
This is a picture.
That's the point of the broadcast when we stop talking about wizard fights and start showing pictures of a dog on the phone.
This is a picture.
Hooray! I'm so tired. It's not even funny.
This is so
You
much
don't get
better.
that anywhere else, guys.
This is Trump. This is Trump.
Yeah, just freaking Michael Jacob, when he's streaming his playtesting videos, does he show pictures of his dogs on his phone? No, I bet he would have a dog.
This is a picture of me and my 7-month-old daughter.
It
Okay.
was adorable.
And
What's your daughter's name again?
Audrey.
Audrey. I like it.
And the pug
Gamma.
riding a pizza box down the stairs.
Riding a pizza box down the stairs.
It's so hard. The glare's off.
Yeah, well, it's hard to focus.
But riding,
All of these pictures will be available on the Facebook page.
of course, I will.
Go to facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic for more cute dog posts. And what was your dog's name?
Mine?
Yeah.
Dash.
Dash?
Dash. Yeah.
Yeah, my other dog is a Yorkshire Terrier that my wife brought home from church one day because some
That
elderly...
wasn't that long ago, was it?
It was like 3 months ago because an elderly woman at her church was no longer able to take care of it. And as a result, we inherited it. A little bit to my chagrin because I'm not a Yorkie kind of guy. I like my dogs to weigh more than 4 pounds.
Zach, please.
Next week, bring the dog.
Please.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that JB won't allow that. Also,
My turtle?
your turtle lives in the box
That's true. That's true.
with water in it. We had the turtle on the... We featured it on the stream. More importantly, we've been talking about dogs for quite a long time now. We've only lost 5 viewers. It's a new record.
On a magic note,
Mm-hmm.
when I murdered the Fireheart Wolf,
Uh-huh.
I didn't think he could come back in and rebond.
Yep. But luckily for you, Michael missed it as well.
The other thing is, neither one of us acknowledged it until like a couple turns later. And he was
So our question is, you all are experienced in playing in this shop. What took you all so long to start using the life counter?
when I was at like 5.
You actually touched it with your hand and still didn't acknowledge that it was there.
Yeah, my favorite part was when you accidentally bumped it and then still didn't notice it was there.
Well, I knew. I'm never the one. If you've ever noticed me on camera, I always write everything down.
Right.
I don't ever acknowledge the life counter, unfortunately. But when I got down to 5 life, after Michael skull cracked me from 8 to 5, he was like, "Oh, there's a life counter over here. I think I should knew it." So by the stream, they thought that skull crack was pretty insane.
Mm-hmm.
If they just tuned in.
My man Evil Beard over here just posted a link to his Twitter where he's highlighting his own playset of rock, paper, scissors cards, which he received by coming over and introducing himself to me at the Star City Games Invitational, or Star City Games event in Cincinnati. So, proof that you can benefit by knowing me.
And proof that Zach does exist.
I do exist.
He is not CGI.
I do have a lot of those. I travel with them. They're fun.
They are fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Sometimes we can just sit here and play it. Who gives a shit about it?
We make a lot of jokes about those cards and about how the metagame is weak to paper tiger. So, so now we're starting to lose them because we're not showing. Yeah, and we're getting comments in the chat about if they do win the giveaway. Of course, if you want to win your own playset of those cards, make sure to head over to our Facebook page. I'll go ahead and switch over to Feature Cam and show you right now how you can win those. But if you want to win your own playset, we give a playset away every single week. For those of you who entered last week, I mentioned earlier tonight, I did not have time to compile the list, so I'm going to be drawing that offline tomorrow, and I'll post the results on our Facebook page. But if you want to get into next week's drawing, just go to facebook.com/ZachSellsMagic, look for the giveaway announcement, and make sure you retweet, like, comment, and share it, all 4 ways to get a separate entry into the event. And make sure, for goodness sakes, you like our Facebook page. It's very simple. If you don't have Facebook, fine. You get a pass. But if you have Facebook, well, they get a pass with me, but you've previously been shown yourself to be completely stalwart and unrelenting. So you don't get a pass from Brandon. But if you don't have Facebook, that's fine. But if you do have Facebook, it's very simple. Go to our page, like our page, share the posts and stuff, spread the word, your buddies that play Magic or whatever. That's very helpful for us here at the stream.
Well,
Now joined by Skyrights.
My question is, if you don't have Facebook, what's a better reason to get Facebook than to try to win rock, paper, scissors cards?
It's also very lucrative because if you don't have Facebook, you don't want to use Facebook, you can sign up for Facebook, then don't tell anybody, then just only follow our stream page, and then you can only use Facebook
You can make
for
up a name.
Magic content, like Beezer Panute,
Or Mike Honcho.
or Orville Wright.
Or Orville Redenbacher.
What you're now seeing is something that always happens, is that the broom closet becomes de facto storage for everyone's duffel bags. I'm not particularly giving you a hard time, Scotty. I'm just pointing out that that's not an uncommon thing. It usually just happens when we're watching the feature match area. No one gets to see. How are you doing tonight, Scotty?
I just lost to Jonathan.
To Jonathan, your brother?
Yeah.
So we're announcing the round is over. We're announcing the prize payouts for the non-top 8, so we're going to the top 8 here shortly. Should be Brett Rose, Adam Vickers, Corey Buchanan, Joseph Deal, Brandon Gibbs, Daniel Payne, Brandon Hart in a random 8th place.
Oh, Max with the best quote of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know who the Wright brother is.
Oh, Burn!
Burn! Oh!
It's pretty...
Another one of these? I did. Okay.
Did you win a random reliquary tower?
My second random reliquary tower.
So how many EDH decks do you have?
One.
It's one too many then.
Yep.
So we're waiting for the pairings for the quarterfinals, and then we'll blast off into that. It's only 11 o'clock, so we should be able to get out of here at a reasonable hour.
You know what that means?
What does that mean?
For me?
Uh-huh.
Really? You don't know what that means?
That means you're heading to the dog track.
Casino.
Play some of them poker games.
That's what I do.
But I was going to say, Rainbow Dash mentions that eventually these people are going to win because it's a law of averages. If you enter in every week, eventually sometime you're going to win the rock, paper, scissors cards. And then I'm going to admit, at the request of many winners, I have autographed many playsets of those and sent them to people. And believe me, I do not feel like that is in any way necessary, but I will gladly do that if you feel so inclined. But be forewarned, on one of them I will write my website name. Because that's the best thing. You're like, oh, where'd you get those cool cards? Oh, here it is. I want to make some business cards or some stickers. So when I go to these things, I can put them in trade sleeves, or people can slap them on their books, just for fun. Because we already got the super great art, courtesy of Tindra. I just need to figure out what I want on there and plaster it on there, and then bite the bullet. And I will take this opportunity to mention it. I mention it once per week. But if you feel so inclined and want to help out the stream financially, remember I do all this stuff, volunteer work, out of pocket, all the equipment I purchase myself. It's not necessarily a big deal, but I will mention it once a week. If you feel so inclined to donate financially to the stream, you have that capability down at the bottom there. There is a chip-in account, so you can donate via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account to donate. You just have to have a credit card. Every little bit helps, $1, $2, whatever. Do we have another...
an image check.
We have another picture of someone's cool dog.
I don't know.
We do have... Oh!
Okay.
Viewer dog.
Fair enough.
I
was going to tell Zach that top 8 started.
Okay, well, we'll go out there and get... we'll leave a picture of this guy's cool dog on the stream here. And then we'll... who is that? Sloth 357, so... Oh, whoops.
Vlad.
There we
It's
go.
Vlad.
The same as Vlad.
Nothing wrong with Vlad.
So let's go figure out who you want to watch on the. Let's watch Scotty Wright. Oh wait. Oh, sickest burn.